up my backpack. The call of nature's beauty, there's no turning back. Through the mountains and valleys, I feel so free. Exploring the world where I'm meant to be. Among the trees and the streams, I find my peace. I'm not lost, I'm exploring, feeling alive with the wind in my hair and the sun in my eyes. I'm not lost, I'm exploring in nature's embrace, connected to the earth in this magical place. The power of nature, both fierce and kind, destroying and rebuilding in a constant bind. As I walk through the fire and the pouring rain, I know that nature's cycle will bring growth again. The trail may be rough, but I push on through. Every step I take brings me closer to you.
Hey guys, welcome back to I'm Not Lost, I'm Exploring. Today we are up in the Weiser Forest, Weiser State Forest here in Pennsylvania, Columbia County, and we are going to be exploring the trails around the different reservoirs here. We were here a little bit ago with Skeeter doing a backpacking trip, so I'll put a link to that video down below, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and stick around because this is an absolute beauty. Hey guys, so welcome back once again to I'm Not Lost, I'm Exploring. And like I said, today we are exploring the area around the Roaring Creek Tract of the Weiser State Forest here in Columbia County, Pennsylvania. So far it's just pretty much been road walk. There are quite a few trails that, you know, wander off into the woods, and I tried to grab a map, but there isn't any at the register, and of course I do have maps, but they're at home, so I did not think to throw it in my day pack because there usually is pretty many maps here. So we are going to wander the Roaring Creek Trail until we find a split off, cross over the bridge, and then we'll check out some of the other trails here in Weiser State Forest. Thank you guys for coming along with me, appreciate it. So as you guys just saw, this is a very popular area for mountain bike riding. I think the trail's like 16 miles each way. Not 100% sure of that. I'll put that either in a little caption down below or in the description. But there are many trails here to explore, whether it's bike riding, hiking, just out for a walk, to take your dog for a walk. So yeah, let's see what else it has to offer. Not really sure what this bridge is for, but it's been here for quite a while. I was up here with Kristen a couple years ago, and this piece of a bridge was already sitting here. Pretty neat. Pretty cool little photo opportunity if you're looking. So the weather is absolutely beautiful this morning. Already feels like fall is starting to kick in. The nights, the temperatures have been down in the low 50s already. It is late August. Kids have just started going back to school. You guys probably won't see this until like September, but try to get my videos up a little faster coming up. It's just been very difficult with my work schedule, working a full-time job and trying to do like YouTube videos every week is a lot of work, and takes a lot of patience on my wife's part, because I am not home probably most of the time, and when I am, I'm working on videos. So till you guys see this. So there's a little bridge that crosses over a stream here. I'm going to show you two different viewpoints here. First one will be the creek that runs out of the reservoir and into the second reservoir or the third reservoir. And the other one is probably one of my favorite views here at Weiser. So let's check it out. What a beautiful area. So just walking out to a bench before I get back on the trail here, and I just can't help but admire the beauty here. This view is really stunning. The water seems pretty low to me. You can definitely tell where it's been, you know, prior, where the water level has been prior, but anyway, let me show you guys this view. Trail changed a little bit. Now you can see we're on more of a grassy path and off of. So now we're on more of a grassy path versus the forest road or the 3B, 2B, whatever. You guys can see somebody's been doing some bush camping back here. Quite a bit of traffic, tracks, whatnot. So anyway, sorry for that little spin there. Still really enjoying this trail. This is just such a beautiful place. I don't get up here hardly as often as I should, but when I do, I really enjoy my time here. There is a couple other people I see out fishing on the reservoir. I believe it's only catch and release here. Last time we were here, Skeeter was trying to catch a couple fish. He had one on, but didn't manage to bring it in, which happens. That's why they call it fishing and not catching, right guys? Lots of butterflies today, lots of milkweed out here, so there are quite a few butterflies flying around. I was trying to kind of stay out of the high grass because I am wearing shorts, and the ticks seem to be quite bad this year. Just out here sitting on this little rock, taking in the view here of the reservoir. We're on the opposite side of the reservoir. The more populated area and the bike trail is all along that side. So I took a trail just after the bridge that brings you out along this side here, and then hiked down into this little area right next to the reservoir. What a beautiful area. Just so blessed to be able to get out and enjoy it. And thank you guys for coming along with me on all my adventures. As I say all the time, and several of us do this, one, because we love it, and two, to help those who can't get outside to be able to enjoy the beauty of nature.
So if you're one of those and you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button. It's a blessing to be able to do this, and I know there's going to come a time when I can't, and there was a time when I couldn't, and I kind of got to live vicariously through guys like Walter Zollner, Cliff the Wandering Woodsman, Tony from Random Adventures 2.0, Lewis from Simply Expo Adventuring, which I actually did a collab with Lewis a little bit ago, and it was really a great adventure. He's a great guy. I'll put a link to his videos from our switchback hike. You guys will really enjoy that. It was a great hike, a great day, great guy. Apologize for the wind. Unfortunately, that's the downside, I guess, of being out here on the reservoir. The wind is blowing right across here. I hope you guys can hear me. I'll try to get rid of some of that in editing. I don't know how much of that will work. I'm actually videoing on my phone right now. I have my GoPro set up doing a time lapse, just kind of while I sit here and take in the view. So I'll get back to you guys in a little bit, and I'm just going to enjoy the peace and quiet here. And the wind is just, it feels great. It is a beautiful day. It's about 74, 75 degrees outside. As always, I'll put the Celsius right here so you guys can see that for you guys that use metric, or my friends up in Canada or overseas. So bring you back when we get back on the trail, but for now I'm just going to enjoy the view here. Days like this remind me why I love exploring places like Weiser State Forest. The lake looks beautiful with the breeze pushing small ripples across the surface, shimmering under that perfect blue sky filled with fluffy white clouds. A few ducks are drifting along, riding the little waves, while some folks are fishing from the shore and taking in the day. Out further, I can see a couple enjoying a kayak paddle, moving with the wind and soaking in the scenery. 74 degrees, sunshine, and a cool breeze across the water. Honestly, it doesn't get much better for a day outdoors.
So I took a nice long break back there on that rock, just sitting at the reservoir, kind of just reflecting and taking in all the beauty. All the ducks swimming around, the birds are swimming. A couple kids across the lake are fishing. I think I heard them say they caught 2 so far. I only saw them catch 1, but whatever, good for them. I'll definitely have to get up here with the kayak and get out there and see if we can do some fishing. Maybe I'll bring you guys along with. It's one of the things I don't always bring you guys with when I go fishing. But if you're interested in that, and I know several of you guys are, I follow some of your channels that are fishing channels. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know and I'll bring you guys along on some of those adventures as well. Some of them can be quite boring, I think. But then again, I guess some of you guys probably think hiking is kind of boring. I love it. So anyway, back on trail, heading toward the reservoir, and then we'll head back. So see you guys in a little bit. So it's funny because on this side of the lake, I've been by myself. This side of the trail, I've been completely by myself. On the other side of the trail, I've seen multiple people go through walking, multiple people on bicycles, a bunch of fishermen, and over on this side, just me. So you can come here, and yes, it is busy, but you can find solitude if you know where to look. So, and check this view out, guys. So peaceful. I love it. Just absolutely love it. Thank you guys for coming with me. And let's continue on. I can't wait to see what else we find. So I just shut the camera off And right after I shut the camera off, some stuff fell out of the tree. It is pretty windy. Some of the things you got to worry about when you're hiking through the forest by yourself. One of the things you really want to pay attention to is what's up above. You guys can see that big branch right there. That thing thumped when it hit the ground. So that thing, guys, that would have hurt. That definitely would have hurt.
As I make my way closer to the dam here at the reservoir, I can't help but stop and take it all in. The breeze is dancing across the water, carrying little ripples all the way to shore. Above me, the sky is that perfect shade of blue, scattered with big white clouds that almost look painted on. It's the kind of day you just breathe in and feel grateful for. 74 degrees, sunlight warming your face, the sounds of ducks on the water, and people quietly enjoying their time fishing or paddling. This view, this air, this moment, it's all a reminder of how beautiful and peaceful days in the outdoors can be. And standing here near the dam, you really get a sense of the reservoir's scale and the balance between nature and the work it takes to preserve a place like this.
So, I just passed my first biker just passed me. First person on a mountain bike, first person I've seen on this side of the trail, period. And I also just found a really awesome site to camp. So maybe we'll have to do that in the next couple weeks. Probably the fall would be absolutely beautiful back here. So that's what we're gonna shoot for. So when the leaves start changing, I'm gonna head back out here. And maybe we'll get up here one more time before that because it's pretty early in the season yet. So, all right, let's continue on. Okay, I guess we're going this way now. So I'm guessing they don't want you crossing over the dam. All right, so we're back on a trail. Once you get close to the dam, they reroute you around it. It looks like, I guess they don't want you crossing over the breast. So now we're actually on a trail through the woods, which I would prefer anyway. I was really hoping we could get down near the spillway, but so that is as close as we can get without getting in trouble. You guys can see the signs, and we'll respect that, and we'll continue on this trail. It's a beautiful day, beautiful trail, amazing walk, and just enjoying being out here, and glad to have you guys with me. Okay, so they reroute us off the trail, and there is no markers on the trees. So this is a part of the area where you're going to want to be very aware of your surroundings and where you're going, so you don't get mixed up here. So you can see restricted, but as you guys can see, there is no marked trail through here. But you can see where we are, and then maybe there's some very faint marks on some of the trees that I missed. We'll have to watch for that, but you can kind of make out where the trail goes. If you've hiked before, you'll know what to look for. This is definitely an area where you want to carry a map. Hope this trail starts turning soon, because I'm not sure if this takes me back the way I want to go or not. It's very pretty back here though. Very pretty. On a loop trail. Took me a little bit to figure out where I was. Like I said, I haven't seen any markers on the trail at all, and I thought maybe I got off. I've been back here once before. I don't remember if I came back this far or not though, because honestly some of it doesn't look familiar to me. But I'm just trying to keep an eye out for trail markers, and I have not seen any. But like I said, you can kind of figure out where to go. You can see where the trail is worn. The humidity is a little bit higher back here though, so I'm working up a sweat, and it is pretty rocky. Not very muddy, but nice trail, very nice trail. You guys can see the area around the trail is beautiful. Not many animals, not much wildlife at all, just birds mostly. Haven't seen any snakes, which is kind of a surprise. But no deer at all. Don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can very, very lightly see the trail marker on that tree right there. So we're on the right path. So this should loop me back to a picnic area that I can't quite remember the name of, but I'm sure I'll show you guys when I get back down there. The trail has become quite challenging, but I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Away from all the people that are here, and there is quite a few people here today, especially on the side that we'll be coming up on when we start to loop back. So I'll loop back, and then I'll probably end this video back at the bridge that we crossed. Sorry guys, I'm trying to pay attention here because I had to come over that little bit of a rock scramble. I don't want to twist my ankle way back here. I'll probably end the video at the bridge that we crossed over just before the reservoir. So we got a little ways to go yet. Travel. I'm kind of curious now how that gentleman got his bicycle through here. I don't think he did, but we might have missed a turn somewhere on a different trail, but this should loop us back. So this trail is not well marked. So I'm actually sharing my location with my wife because I'm not so sure this is the actual trail at this point, because it is not well marked. Every now and then we'll come across a very faint trail marker, but I'm not sure if this is the actual trail at this point or if the trail had been rerouted, because it doesn't show like there's much wear on this trail at all, which is fine. You guys know I like to follow those trails that, you know, are much less traveled, some even forgotten. They're kind of my favorite, the trails that are kind of forgotten about. But this is supposed to be like maybe an 8-mile hike today. I'm feeling like we're adding quite a bit of mileage, but it's fine. I'm prepared for this kind of thing. It's beautiful weather, perfect day to be out on a hike. But living up to the name, I guess, today. We're definitely exploring. So, yep, let's continue on. It's just a little odd. I haven't seen a single deer. And usually you see them all over the place. Could be the time of day. It's a little after 1:30 now. Started out pretty early this morning. But anyway, I stopped at the reservoir for a while. Just kind of enjoying my time there. But it was supposed to be a quick hike because I do have plans with Kristen to celebrate our anniversary. So hopefully I can figure out a quick way back. And yeah, we'll just continue on this journey. It's odd, like I said, I haven't seen any other animals, and I know we're on backpacking trails, but usually there's a way back to that main trail, and I'm not sure. I think I said earlier I was on this trail before. I am not so sure at this point. The seasons up here really can change things. I know I was back this way in the fall, so maybe I was on a game trail in the fall, or maybe I'm on a game trail now. So we'll figure it out, but no worries. Just out enjoying the day. So here we go. Now we are on the trail, back on the trail. I'm not sure if we went off trail there and followed a game trail for a short portion, or if it was just overgrown in that section. But now we're back on trail, which I'm happy to say that, very happy to say that. I don't want to get in trouble with the wife, although I definitely will be spending some more time up here in these woods. It's just amazing. You hear an airplane or a helicopter looking for me. They're not looking for me. They don't even know I'm here. But other than that little bit of traffic, I don't hear nothing else. except for my voice, and that's literally it. That airplane flying over top. Other than that, it's been very, very quiet. No birds, no insects, no nothing. This trail system back here is awesome. Absolutely love this. How pretty is that? Back on the main trail. And heading back to the car. I got about 4 or 5 miles to go. So yeah, definitely found a few more spots to backpack out here. Carrying this light day pack. I should have just brought my backpack and spent the day, but like I said, I want to spend the day with Kristen. So heading back to the car, and I'll show you guys what we see along the way here. And there's a beautiful shot where I think we're going to end the video, and that's coming up in just a few minutes. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. There's a little spillway down there. Of course, it's all posted, so we won't go down there, of course. It's a beautiful hike. This is like kind of funny to me, but I'm definitely enjoying this day. And you guys know I'm not a big fan of the road walk thing, but it's just like the perfect mix. Road walk, forest road, beautiful trail, back on the road walk. I did take my hat off because I was starting to sweat a little bit, but it's still only about like maybe mid 70s. Perfect day to go out for a hike. So this is kind of cool. I guess I didn't come back this far because it looks like there's a bunch of old buildings back here, but they look like they've been repurposed or they've been built in this style. So I'll just show you. This area is monitored by closed circuit TV, and then there's buildings through here. One which looks like an old homestead. Spillway. And then up top on that mountain there, that little hill, is a bathroom. And then up a little bit from that is a pavilion. So maybe we'll take a break there, we'll see. This is a familiar area. Alright, so as you guys can probably tell, I have started the return loop back to my car, and we still have a little bit of ways to go, but I wanted to share this with you guys because this is one of the most beautiful views here. It's just stunning.
As I stood near the dam, it's hard not to imagine the history beneath these waters. Back in 1884, the Roaring Creek Water Company was founded, and for over a century, these reservoirs provided drinking water to the coal region towns nearby. Families built their lives around this resource, with the company and its caretakers watching over the dams through generations. In 1985, the land story shifted, ownership passed on, and eventually these rolling hills and quiet waters became part of the Weiser State Forest. Now, what was once a private utility is also a place where we all can come to fish, hike, and reflect on how important water is to both our past and present. Here at the Roaring Creek Tract, you're looking at more than just a beautiful reservoir. You're looking at history.
I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for joining me. And remember, I'm not lost, I'm exploring. See you guys soon.